you don't really get any, valid, I mean, you've lost weight, but what did you lose? Are you losing fat? Are you losing muscle? Is it water weight? I mean, really, it doesn't tell you any of that.
And we do know that muscle and longevity goes together. The more muscle mass you have, the longer you live. The more muscle loss you have, sarcopenia you have, the more problems you have, the shorter you live. So your longevity is dependent on how much muscle mass you have. So you want to preserve your muscle. And I'm so glad that you guys do this in the practice.
Yes, absolutely. Because I mean, you don't want to solve one problem only to end up with something else. I mean, the weight is just, part of it, and it is a big part of it. But once you lose the weight, now if you've lost a lot of muscle, like you say, it has such, effects in terms of longevity, people's balance, especially in older individuals, people who have some osteoporosis and so on, and falling and breaking bones. And it's a big deal to really, really be able to maintain that muscle mass and get strong while you're losing the weight.
In those patients who are obese, you make a diagnosis, you put them on GLP-1, do you screen their thyroid? How do you go about that usually?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the other thing, that there's a lot of clinics over, online, people are ordering GLP-1s, and they really don't do the full workup. I require a full workup. They need to have their heart checked, they need to have a full blood panel, thyroid checked, make sure there's not something else underlying that's not being treated. And then once that's done, it's really important also a physical exam to feel is there any nodules or any concerns, because there have been some studies, as you know, with thyroid cancer in rats, not in humans, but still you want to make sure, is there a nodule, could there be a cancerous nodule, anything like that, before you start someone on a GLP-1.